Listen to the show, Dave. All right, 7:38 here on the Need to Know Morning Show, and we are pleased to be joined in studio this morning by Tanya Kahl, and Tanya is helping put together a suicide awareness event that's going to be coming up November 26th, so that would be, I guess, a week from tomorrow at the Dakota Medical Foundation offices, 7 o'clock. Robbie's Hope and First Link are teaming up for a free community training session on suicide awareness. Tanya, thank you for coming in. Always great to see you.
Thank you for having me.
Tanya came in. She was on Scott Hennon's show a few weeks ago, and we're really happy to have you back. And I wish we didn't have to talk to you, Tanya, about what we're talking about. It's one of those bittersweet things, but so thankful that you are getting involved in doing what you are doing. Tell me, first of all, and for our audience, what is your connection to suicide awareness? Why is this something you're so passionate about?
You know, prior to a year ago, October 11th, it really wasn't something that was on my radar. It wasn't something that I had any kind of interest in. My nephew, Robbie, he was 15 years old and he took his life by suicide. My brother and sister-in-law were at parent-teacher conferences, and when they came home, they found him. Their world was changed. So our mission, Robbie's Hope mission, and we are tied with them as a Hope group. Cass Hope Group is. And the whole goal is to end the stigma around mental health, suicide, teen depression, anxiety. We want to make sure that people are educated so that they know the signs. Talking about suicide does not spark suicidal thoughts. It actually helps students. So getting those awareness items out there and making sure that parents are comfortable talking with their teens. That's probably one of the scariest things as a parent. You don't ever want to have that conversation. Are you doing okay? We ask that question all the time, but we usually get I'm fine.
Yeah.
We want to be able to take it a little bit further and make sure that they understand it's okay to talk about things that are going on in their world.
Yeah. The question, how are you doing, usually provokes some kind of a quick response and you go on. But that second question, how are you really doing, is such an important one to ask. And I know that's a big part of what Robbie's Hope is all about, and at First Link as well. That's a great system, the 211 number for anybody in North Dakota and in Clay County. That's being expanded later this year. We're so happy to hear about that, too. Tell us about this event coming up next Tuesday at Dakota Medical Foundation.
So I have been working with Ashley at First Link, and she's been great. She actually hosted a coffee talk last February, which I attended, and it kind of goes through the whole rundown of awareness for suicidal actions or, little things that you can watch for, and then educating on that portion of it. Jason and Kari, my brother and sister-in-law, they're going to be coming in for Thanksgiving. We thought a perfect opportunity for them to be able to tie in with this event or an event. And they're going to actually end the training session, I guess. It's more of just a simple talking, community event. But they're going to be finishing up with education on the handbook, which we spoke about a little bit last time we were in, the parent handbook that was actually written by teens as a guide for parents or trusted adults to have those conversations. The when do we have the conversation? Where do we have it? Do we do it in a car? Well, they might be uncomfortable there. Finding those different ways to approach that conversation. So they're going to go through and kind of walk you through that a little bit and have those comfortable scenario or the uncomfortable scenarios, in the effort to make them comfortable.
But we can at least be prepared, right? Even if they're uncomfortable, we can have that preparation. That's what the handbook really will help do. And that's such a great tool. And you'll be able to learn about a little bit about that next week. If there's one thing that you want to leave parents, friends, whoever that attends that workshop, what's the number one thing you want them to take with them when they leave next week?
After going through this past year, I think the most important thing is to know that you're not the only one going through things. Reach out to your friendly parents, your friends' parents and whoever, and just talk about it and share those experiences. If you have a child that's struggling with whatever it happens to be, maybe they're on medication, maybe they're going to a counselor, it's okay to talk about it. We're all going through our own issues, And it's not that you're expressing and complaining and whatnot, but you're talking about things that are important, that everybody else is dealing with it, and you're helping to end that stigma around that mental health. By us talking about it as parents, it's helping the kids know that it's okay to not be okay, and it's okay for them to talk about it and reach out for help.
The First Link, you've heard of them before. It's a nonprofit in the area assisting people in crisis to find some ways to get connected to people that can help. If people want to sign up for this event, find out more about Robbie's Hope, find out more about this event, is there a good place on the web or Facebook they can go?
So right now on Facebook is where you can go. It is a free event, but we're asking that you actually register, which you can do just by signing up. And that helps us kind of give a head count as to how many people may be coming in. It's limited at 120 at the Dakota Medical Foundation. Otherwise, you can go to www.robbies, ROBBIES-hope.com to learn more for Robbie's Hope. There's all kinds of information on there. There's resources that are listed. First Link, I know, is sharing the information as well. So, yeah, pass it along to your friends that are out there. And if you're not on First Link, you can always reach out to if you're not on Facebook, you can either reach out to First Link or myself or Robbie's Hope.
If you've got young kids and you think, well, my time for talking with them about this isn't yet, well, this is great preparation, things to be thinking about, even talking about building that network within your family, extended family and friends, to give your kids someone else to talk to. Those are all things that will be talked about, great ideas to share and discuss. So something for everyone next Tuesday night. Tanya, thank you for what you're doing, and thank you for coming by to share the story with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Tanya Kahl, and she is behind Robbie's Hope and one of the organizers for this event next Tuesday night, 7 p.m. at the Dakota Medical Foundation. It's 7:45. We'll be back with a check in the newsroom right after this.